Trump's Liberation Day hits today. New tariffs to shake up trade. What does it mean for crypto? I'll give you the bull and the bear case with charts, of course, Bitcoin's 2-day surge, and signals from the broader market, plus my Fantastic Four, dogging me, Keycat, Mr. Miggles, and Toshi. We'll take a look at what's going on there. Let's dive in right now. Bitcoin, 2 days of strength, like I said. Actually, really 3 days, right? Because, I mean, you can count Monday. It was green. So, I mean, it should count, right? Although it's had a small little body. Nice move up. And right now, it's trying to stay above this line. So we're going to hold it there, and we're going to discuss Trump's Liberation Day, okay? Because I think that's what the market's been kind of waiting for. Around 4 o'clock, we should get some more clarity on what Liberation Day is, but let's speculate a little bit, okay? So, reciprocal tariffs introduced designed to match trade barriers that other nations impose on U.S. goods, intended to reduce tariff imbalances and boost domestic manufacturing. Specifics still unclear. The announcement is set for 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 3 hours from now. 2 hours from when I'm doing this video. Likely targets include the dirty 15 in quotes countries, e.g. China, Europe, EU, Mexico. Known tariffs: 25% tariffs on imported cars and auto parts effective tomorrow. 25% tariffs targeting nations importing Venezuelan oil effective today. Possible expansion into agriculture and economics and electronics with flexibility hinted. Economic implications: consumer prices could rise $2,700 to $4,700 annually per household. High risk of retaliatory tariffs from other nations. Potential slowdown in economic growth and rising inflation. Increased market volatility. S&P 500 down this quarter. We'll see what it looks like today. So we'll take a look at the bullish and the bearish case of all that information. Okay, short-term market uncertainty may drive investors towards Bitcoin as a safe haven asset. Medium-term higher inflation and economic tensions might accelerate crypto adoption and DeFi growth. That was the medium term. Long-term, persistent instability strengthens crypto's role as an alternative asset. That's all bullish, right? This is the bearish case. Short-term, immediate economic shocks could temporarily push investors away from riskier crypto assets. Medium-term, bearish case, prolonged trade disruptions and downturns might lead investors to traditional safe havens like gold or cash instead. Long-term, extended economic slowdown could delay crypto adoption or institutional investment. Conclusion: Trump's tariffs mark a major shift in economic policy. That's what people are scared of. Crypto outcomes depend heavily on investor perception, either positioning Bitcoin as an economic hedge, bullish, or treating crypto as too risky amid broader market turmoil. Bearish, monitor sentiment, inflation, and global economic reactions closely to stay ahead. Good advice right there. All right, so that's Trump, okay? That's Trump's Liberation Day today. More news is still going to come out in a couple of hours, so we'll see what happens. But for now, right, Bitcoin is handling it well. The rest of the market is also, look at this, the DXY. Hey man, I don't like to get political. I'm not a political guy, right? But I'm looking at Trump's stuff, and I was not a fan of Trump before the assassination attempt. And his plan, he's got a plan. He's a businessman. I've actually read his book a long time ago that he did. It's a great book, amazing book, and it could work, man. The guy's a businessman. He knows what he's doing, right? And he's got his plan. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna say yes. And today the markets are kind of agreeing. Look at the Dow Jones. Look at that, looking green. Nasdaq also trying to climb back up here, but at least 3 days in a row of green. And the S&P 500 rejecting right now, but trying to get back into this area, ideally, if it does. 2-year bond yield's looking okay, right? If you pan out like that, I mean, things are looking all right. 10-year bond yield looking like that, still going down after this peak, all right? So interesting. Gold still looking like it wants to keep going up, right? There's no sign based on this that it has reached its top eventually. It will, and some people speculating that once that happens, Ethereum will start moving up. So Ethereum go up. When Ethereum goes up, altcoins also will, right? That's one theory. Let's take a look at total 3. Okay, having a red day, but still above this line. Bitcoin dominance is moving up. Look at that, pushing up harder. Next area of resistance and is 66%. I don't know that it goes much higher, man, to be honest with you. It could, and I don't think it's going right up there right now. Okay, we still have time. I think we still have Maybe some more sideways chop before another move up. Let's see what happens. But cool. We want Bitcoin to go up, man. We want the price of Bitcoin to go up. It lifts all other boats, right, in the crypto world. All right. Yeah. So as you can see, everything else looking around looks all right. All right. Let's see what happens at 4 o'clock. That might all change based on what more information comes out on the Trump thing. Liberation Day. Interesting. He's good, man. He's a good marketer. Love him or hate him, I think he's doing a great job as of now. He's pushing forward with his plan, man. And I think that's good because I want it to work. I want it to work because that's only going to help crypto. That's only going to help our bags, man. Why would I want the world to burn, right? And I hope the same for you. Like, why would you want the world to burn? You want it to go up, right? I mean, Jesus, we want to be rich, don't we? I have money, do good. All right, so back to this. All right, so here we have to stay above. Let's bring it back to today's candle on Bitcoin. I would like to see it stay above, right? Stay above this 86,000, right? If we can stay above 86,000, that's good. We've been here before in recent history, right? The 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th of March, just last week, whatever, last month. And well, this time could be the charm. It hasn't been yet, right? If we look up here, I mean, we stayed above it for a little while and then we just lost it. And since we lost it on the 24th of February. Since then, we haven't been able to get above it. Okay. It's April 2nd now, guys. All right. So let's see if that was enough time to stay underneath. I mean, this kind of does look like a little inverse head and shoulders, right? And if you can stay above that, that means this thing's going up to like around here, back into the 90s. All right. But by the way, inverse head and shoulders. So let's see neckline, exactly where it's at. So if we can have bodies over it, then that improves our odds of breaking through and getting into the 90s again. Okay, so let's see. Today's close will be an interesting one, but the broader markets look fine, right? And this is considering this is liquidity heat map right now. There's some to get had in 86, but if you saw yesterday's video, you saw that there's just a whole bunch on the weekly of money to get, right? Liquidations to be had when Bitcoin goes higher, right, to this upper part right here. ETFs. 3 days in a row of red, and Bitcoin is moving up. All right, so it's not the end all be all, as we can clearly see, but it does. When it's green, it doesn't hurt. All right, I don't think it hurts. So it's okay. We want to root for ETFs to go. All right, we want that to eventually pique the interest of other retail people to start buying, right, in these spot markets, which it will. And eventually, once that happens, people will take those profits from the rise in Bitcoin to put into altcoins, and then altcoins have a huge season. There's a lot more altcoins, right? So there's less money to go around but there's a lot of crap stuff, right? So I mean, that stuff I don't even think should count, because no one's going to be stupid enough to buy something that, well, maybe they are. But let's say for the most part, they're generally slightly more savvier than Joe Sixpack, the regular guy, right? Maybe not. They still, even though there's like 2 million, how many cryptos are there? 13 million cryptos. Only a few, right? A few hundred maybe are worthwhile. So really, it'll be between them, right? There'll be a lot less pumps, but there will be pumps, guys. There will be pumps. Once Bitcoin is done doing its thing, reaching its all-time high for a while, right? And that's when meme coins, really more than anything, are gonna explode, right? Bet on Chain, I bet on Base, and I bet on these. I bet on Mr. Miggles, right? Bet on Mr. Miggles, even though right now it's at 2 cents. I think it's holding here support. I'm not worried at all, right? Eventually this is going to get listed. The 4 that I've mentioned to you, Toshi, Dogami, and KeyCat, they've all been listed. In fact, if you've been following my stuff, you know that Dogami and KeyCat have been listed recently, and this has been their price action, right? They came in. It's really not anybody's fault per se. I mean, it's just bad timing, right? The market is what it is. A little bit of fear. People are risk averse, so they're not really putting a lot into this. Plus, on top of that, they've only gone live, right, as of making this video 3 hours ago of making this video. Okay, they've only gone live trading in full trading mode, as they say in Coinbase. Okay, so only full trading mode. Let's see what happens. Eventually, I think these things already in Coinbase, it's a huge exposure, man. All right, that means these things can hit the billions. The ones that I've put in on your radar, like Miggles, is the only one that hasn't had a Coinbase listing, but it will. And eventually that will cause it to go up as well, especially when things go parabolic, man, because they're gonna see these coins, right? They're gonna see Toshi, Miggles, KeyCat, Dogami. Take your pick. Which one do you like? Pick your flavor, and they'll put put money in it, man. Retail's gonna put money in it because Coinbase is huge, right? Huge, number one in America, and all that US money is gonna come into these meme coin plays, guys, and they're gonna get into the billions of market cap. So anyways, do with that information what you will. I think these plays right now are in pretty good buy areas. Dogemy and KeyCat kind of wait to see, because maybe they might drop a little bit more, but I don't know. Tomorrow we'll take a look more technically at them. Okay. Migos and Toshi, I think, are excellent buy areas. So cool, we'll leave it there. Guys, if you can, please like, subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all that stuff really does help. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.